Hi, folks. Welcome to Alaska. Not really. I'm not in Alaska, as you know. And I hope I'm in the shot right now. I'm facing the camera, but I don't know. I wish I had a wide angle lens here for you so you could see all the snow around me. Maybe if I can't go any lower. There's about right, it's this very area anyway, and over the course of this winter, we've had about waist high of snow. Waist high. I mean, I guess that's relative to how tall you are. I would say about 3 feet. Anyway, it's a lovely day, and we're having a bit of a storm. That is to say, that this is like an average winter storm day for us, where, as you can see, the snow is very light, very powdery, and it's hard to tell the direction of it because there's a bit of a wind. And this bit of a wind turns all these little flakes here, there, and everywhere. And right now, I'm looking from in the reflection in that window because it's darker, and that it's a westerly wind. But throughout this short video, I'm trying to keep it short, is that you'll see the direction of it change from time to time if you're able to. Maybe if you focus on somewhere darker behind me, I don't know. Let me just go further back just in case I'm not in the shot and I'm talking, with my head cut off. Is that better? But then you won't be able to see my ugly mug. Also, one of the things that I'm just thinking about now is that I don't have my mic on, and apparently, supposedly, this mic can record up to 1,000 feet away from the camera. The fact is that you're inside and I'm not. So that window that's in between us might not allow the sound to travel or the wave to be transmitted to the receiver. Oh, I think I got that right. I impressed myself. Is the reason why I'm laughing, is the reason why I'm thinking that after this video is shot, I might have to go and sort of redo the voice over, sort of a dubbing. And knowing me, I won't be able to match my mouth movement. And I got to do that before it freezes. Because I don't want to bring the camera out because I don't want to damage it. I don't think it can handle this cold. And it's not even that cold today. Today's temperature, I would say, is, right now is about -20 with the wind chill. And without it, because it feels like -20. Without it, maybe -10, which is happy days. It could be like this every day and I wouldn't mind it. Between yesterday at 2 o'clock, so it's been 24 hours now that this what you're looking at has started, and I think we've got 12 to 15 inches. What's 12 to 15 inches in kilometers? 50 centimeters? I don't know. If you know, let me know. But it's gorgeous, it's glorious, and this white and pristine white snow sticks around till when it's gone. It remains this white. And I was talking to my elderly mom and her caretaker yesterday, and I was showing them some pictures as I was talking to them, and they would say, how does that snow remain so pristine and white? Well, because they live in higher density population cities, and there they get wet snow, but it's because there's no industry here. There's maybe industry there, or maybe just so many people, so many cars, so much traffic. Their snow immediately as it hits the ground is brown and turns black till it's gone. This snow stays here till, depending on the year. One year we had this snow was around till May, and it stays this white till it's gone. Even if it's May, it doesn't change its color. And all of a sudden one day not all of a sudden it's gone. So, yeah, so, I keep talking about, I don't know why I can't get over this, how people are nuts about Alaska. And I'm thinking, well, this is Alaska. What do you think Alaska looks like? We have here, at least where I am, this particular region of New Brunswick, we have the same tree species, softwood, evergreens, whatever, as Alaska, as Sweden, as Finland, as Northern Europe, as Scotland. Same terrain, same trees, same everything, but it's just fraction of the price. Alaska, no, so talking about Alaska, and I guess other places that I just mentioned. It's we are something like 2 at the max 3-hour flight to New York, about the same to Florida, less than 2-hour flight to Montreal, Quebec, Ottawa, Toronto, some of you have heard of. Just I'm talking less than 2-hour flight. Property taxes are lower here. If it's people you're trying to get away from, like me. What's the population of Anchorage, Alaska? I should have looked that up before I came out, but look it up and let me know. Here, the entire province is 800,000 people. I mean, for you preppers or people trying to get away from governments or whatever, it's the same, only you're not in the middle of nowhere with the high cost of living and the not enough real estate and no grizzlies around. You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. Anyway, before I forget, this morning I was checking my emails. There's a nice email, a complimentary email from a viewer that had just watched one of my videos. It was on money, how to save money, how I save money. Anyway, you can go look it up. Complimenting me and commenting on my colorful outfits. And I was just saying that this thing is, and I think I have it in that video too, is 25 years old now. It was probably the last thing I bought new. I think I paid $70 Canadian funds. And for those of you want it, the exchange rate to US, it's probably like $2 US. I don't know, nothing by many people's exchange rate. And I had a green hoodie that she also mentioned, I think, and that one I bought from a charity shop for maybe $6 about 5 years ago. It's a heavier cotton construction, whatever material, and I think it has a good many years of life left in it. And I was saying to her that when you try to live, it doesn't even have to be off grid, but simply, humbly, below your means, whatever, homestead, every dollar counts. And so I could go, well, not that who goes to a store anymore. I could buy online something, a hoodie or this jacket for whatever it costs, $300+. I'm so out of touch with prices, I don't even know what I'm talking about. Or I could just buy it used, secondhand. A lot of people, and they're good. Many of these charity shops wouldn't even put it on the floor if it had a stain or the zipper wasn't working or buttons or whatever. Thank you for those folks that processed them. And unless it was good, and they're good, and then they're carbon neutral now, and some they're not off-gassing, and you're saving money. That money could be put towards something else. New set of tires. There's always something. When I see, I mentioned this before. When I see some videos where people wearing the outfits are like hundreds of dollars. What am I saying? Maybe $1,000 outfit. By the time the jacket and the hoodie under, the many layers, the merino wool, cashmere, this and all these things that you can. If you ever go to one of those outdoor outfit stores, I think I said that right. You just have a look at those prices. I keep saying go to. I'm so out of the loop. When you look online for how much those things are, one of this one that has a fox on it, these things are hundreds of dollars a piece. Boots, $300 or more. And you don't, I've never been in a position where I've had enough money to say, oh, whatever, if it gets stained or muddy or ripped or torn or whatever, say, oh, whatever, it's only money. It's so many things to spend that money on. So I could have an outfit for less than 100, maybe, what am I saying? Let's be honest, less than 50. I'm trying to be dignified here. Or I can spend 1,000 on an outfit. That $950, I can do so much with it. Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention in that video is that I recently heard that private equity firms in Canada, anyway, I'm guessing it's the same elsewhere, are busy buying, or have been buying dentists, orthodontists, or eye optometrists, veterinarian offices, and why? Yeah, why? Because they're sloshing around in cash. And so what they do, they buy these, and so they give like $1 million to that vet or a eye doctor or a dentist, whatever, for their setup, and they keep them on payroll. So everyone's on payroll now, and which is what most of these folks want to do. Chiropractors, where they don't necessarily want to deal with the money, the staffing, and the bookkeeping and all that. So, and these private equity firms, they have the bookkeepers and all that stuff. They can, so then they turn it into a much more profitable business than it ever was, advertising and all that. And the doctor, dentist, or whatever, goes to work, does his thing, goes home, just collects his paycheck like a staff employee would. And so why that is because we either need them or feed them. So now I was thinking, I've never had a pet before, but in another podcast, I heard that in Canada, again, a pet ownership for one dog costs something like $4,000 to $6,000 a year, and cats cost less. But $4,000 to $6,000 a year, for me, that is an insane amount of money. What I could do, so much I could do with 4 to 6. Some of you know, my personal income. I say a year, but it's more like 7 months, because I can't really earn any money in the winter. But I mean, I could, but I've never been allowed to, able to, whatever. Depends on what your belief system is. I earn $5,000 a year, and some people pay that for their dog a year. I mean, I'm not trying to be judgmental. I'm just saying, if you're thinking about how you can save money, and that's for one dog. If you have 2 dogs or 3 dogs or whatever, and even some of my neighbors have that. If you're trying to save money, if you're trying to live within your means, or simply, you have to. I'm not saying don't have a dog or a cat. I'm just saying these are costly things. It's not. I'm trying to have only what I have to have. I was last time I was at a service station. A long story short, I was there to change over my tires to winter tires, and there's a preacher sitting next to me. It's a very small, very nearby, not fancy at all. It was sort of like a dive diner. If you would go to, you can picture like how it is, and not the cleanest. So he's sitting 2 chairs away from me, and they have a dog there, and I was playing with the dog, and he said that he bought a corgi for his wife, a puppy for his wife, for $800. I almost fell off my chair. I'm thinking, is that what dogs cost now? Like $800? I'm thinking, $800. A set of tires for me is, I know I keep going back to set of tires, but folks, when you get to a certain age, I mean, comfort and security and safety, knowing that you're going to travel 45 minutes or hour and a half, or on Thursday we have to go to another town on the coast, 3-hour drive and 3-hour back for an appointment. And I think, and you need good tires. I'm sorry, I'm not getting paid by tire manufacturers to try to sell you tires. I'm just saying that's the fact. That's something I need to have. A dog right now, or a cat, a parakeet, I don't know, whatever. It's not something I need right now. Anyway, this was supposed to be a short video, just to tell you that if you're looking to save money, if you're looking to go to Alaska or somewhere like that, Canada offers that too, in particular in this region that I live, for a fraction of the cost. And you don't have to be so cut off from the rest of the world if you don't want to, and yet you are, in a way, because I'm just going to shut up and let you listen to the sound of, if the sound is still traveling through this glass, through that window, the sound of silence. Okay, as I said that, I can hear some wind, but that's all. That's like, the wind is everywhere, but there's no sirens or, loud music or whatever the noise of the cities are now that I'm not looking forward to on Thursday, where I have to go. Anyway, I bid you goodbye, and keep warm. I know there's a storm coming, or the weather's changing everywhere. Take care of yourselves, and until we talk again, make my way through this home.